So, as you all might already know, that PMI has this special CCRS program, that is the continuing education sort of program, which essentially states that once you are PMP or you may have any other certifications from PMI, you should report certain PDUs, that is, certain hours that you have spent on your own education to be able to keep your certifications valid. Now, some of you tend to question about other certifications because there are other bodies, especially CSM, which is offered by Scrum Alliance. So, some of you tend to send me comments and ask, are there any PDU equivalent that you need to report to keep your Scrum certifications, your CSM, CSPO, right? Those certifications active and valid. So, yes, there is basically a system that is designed by Scrum Alliance whereby you need to report hours of education so that your certifications from Scrum Alliance, they remain active and valid. So that is precisely what we are going to discuss in this video today. How many PDUs, or actually these are known as SEUs. So how many SEUs do you need, and when do you need to report these SEUs to keep your certifications from Scrum Alliance active and valid? So for that, let me share my screen. This is the website of Scrum Alliance, and it talks about Scrum Education Units, SEUs, right? So how many SEUs do you need to report? The first thing it mentions is that you need to renew your certification every 2 years. So this is not one of those certifications that you do once and then forget everything about it. You have to continue your education. You have to report SEUs to Scrum Alliance every 2 years. Now, there are four categories in which you can report these SEUs, and these SEUs are nothing but the hours that you spend on your education, right? And they also talk about it here in the FAQ section. An SEU is based on a 1-to-1 ratio of contact hours to points. For example, if you attend a Scrum gathering and participate for the entire 3 days, you will earn a maximum of 24 SEUs because you have spent 3 days in the Scrum gathering event, right? If you attend 1 hour webinar, it is equivalent to 1 SEU. So that means every hour that you spend in education can be claimed as an SEU. But not just education, there are four categories that you can claim hours for. First is events, and they've given an example of Scrum Alliance global gatherings, Scrum Alliance regional gatherings, Alliance sponsored events, as well as non-user, as well as in-user groups events. So all these events that you attend, you will be able to claim SEUs. Then there is learning, of course. They've mentioned webinars here. They've talked about any other courses that you might have taken, relevant books, articles, blogs, right? Watching a training video like the one that you're doing right now. Volunteering. Now, we encourage you to give back to the community. Therefore, SEUs may be earned by providing non-compensated professional Scrum services. Remember the word non-compensated. So this is purely volunteering. And then there are other ways, like through a variety of other learning activities, as Scrum Alliance acknowledges that not all learning fits nearly into the categories that they have given here. So these are the four categories under which you can earn and claim SEUs. Now, the real question: if you have a certification from Scrum Alliance, how many SEUs do you need to report? And for that, the Scrum Alliance has actually developed a calculator, and here is the calculator, SEU calculator. I have it open here. So they essentially offer certifications in 3 tracks. If you're a Scrum Master, you can follow this track. That is, you can get CSM, Advanced CSM, or CSPSM, the professional certification, right? So these are the 3 certifications for Scrum Master. Then there is a Product Owner track, a Developer track, and a Leader track. So these are the certifications that Scrum Alliance essentially offers. Now, I have a CSM certification. Once I select this, it tells me that I need to report 20 SEUs, and the fee that I need to pay to Scrum Alliance is $100. So that is the cost that I need to bear and the number of hours that I need to spend on studying to be able to report SEUs to Scrum Alliance and keep my certification active and valid. Now, if you have multiple certifications, because I do see some people have CSM as well as CSPO, then your total fee remains the same, but your SEUs increase to 30 SEUs, right? If you have, let's say, an advanced certification, not just CSM, then the fee goes up to 175 and you need to report 40 SEUs. So you can play around with this calculator and it is essentially going to tell you how many SEUs you need to report to Scrum Alliance and the fee that you need to pay to Scrum Alliance every 2 years to keep your certifications active and valid. So I hope this video was helpful. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.